Why, hello everyone, and welcome to this lovely Valentine's Day love edition of Hennessy's Great Baking Show. I am with the amazing Peachy Queen, aka Pito de Gallo, aka Tanisha McLean. Would you like to give an introduction on yourself?
Hello, I am Peachy Queen, Peter Gallo, Tanisha McLean, whatever facet of my life you find me in. Either way, I'm always pink. I am a burlesque performer, drag performer, and a chef.
And an amazing chef indeed. I have tried her amazing, was it the
Cornbread?
Cornbread. Yeah, an event at RKO. It was amazing. I was like, give me the cornbread. I do love a good cornbread. But anyway, we have an amazing show for you all. If you are new, this is the show where we bake live for you, and we have really an amazing recipes to show you all. We also have basically, I don't know if you want to mute your phone really quick. So it's like, hey, I need your picture. We also will be preparing for you all a drink. We also have a raffle. So stay tuned for the end of the show for a raffle. The way it's going to work is that for every, so as you can see right down below, we have the cover. It's a suggested $10. Pay whatever you can. But for every $5 that gets sent to the cover is going to be one entry. So, for example, if you decide to be extra generous and pay $25 towards the cover, you get 5 entries, and if you pay $5 to the cover, you get 1 entry. And then so we're going to do a random generator, and then let us show you the amazing things that you can win at the end of the show. It is going to be, we have Peachy Queen's homemade teas, which are absolutely amazing. Should I grab, if you want to hand them over to me? Yes, so yeah. Do you want to explain these flavors?
Okay, sorry, I had to deal with some phone stuff. Alright, so we have one, and it is a citrus lavender rose.
Ooh.
It's called Cupid's Chill. They're all love themed because I am obsessed with pink and love and ridiculousness. So it's Cupid's Chill with a citrus lavender rose with raspberry leaves, dried lavender, dried blood orange, and rose hips. And then I have one called Heart Song, and it's dried kaffir and lime leaves, some hibiscus, dehydrated berries, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, and blackberry. And then it also has some jasmine, so it's a nice green tea base. And I also have my flagship tea, which is called Fallen in Love, and it is a black Assam base with cardamom and cinnamon and citrus and lavender too. So it's really wonderful. It's akin to a chai.
Yeah. And then let me also show you all, Eddie, if you can bring it to me. We also have a book that's going on raffle. Now, I will be giving you all a brand new version of this, but for now I'm just going to show you my version. So the recipe that I'm making for you all is actually, you all might be wondering, why are you making this? Well, it's because as a tradition, I made this the very first Valentine's Day I celebrated with Eddie, and he just he literally was like, I love you, because that's how good this dish was. And it's from Salud Vegan Mexican Cookbook by Eddie Garza. I'm like a huge fan of cookbooks. I don't know if you all know, and I specifically want to buy cookbooks from people that are from the culture of the cuisine they're making. Eddie Garza is amazing, so he's a vegan Mexican cook. He has a lot of recipes from his family. This recipe I'm doing an adaptation of. I'm actually de-veganizing it. Migas is this very traditional Mexican sort of breakfast with eggs and crispy corn tortillas that are cut into strips. And so I'm going to be making that for you all with basically corn tortillas from scratch. And so if you all want to try this recipe with the corn tortilla recipe, with the migas recipe, and all of these other amazing recipes, like I tried this horchata recipe, it's amazing, this amazing plant-based horchata. This is also going in the raffle, and so, I mean, I think this book maybe was like $15. Your teas, you sell them for like $20 for 3, so it's an amazing $35 value. If you are going to donate to the cover, which you absolutely should, it goes to our amazing performers, of course, Tanisha, and also our special guest performer who has such an amazing number for you all, Pop Rocks. So please consider that. But let's go over some funny rules that we have for this show. So this is a special drinking game you can play with the show. I've gotten better at it because at first I think if you follow the drinking rules, you would probably get like alcohol poisoning. But now I've gotten a lot better at things. So it's basically like any single time like we bump into each other, we cut each other off. I drop something, I have to wash something, I have to look for something. If something just completely like blows up, like once I got flour on my work laptop, once my co-host Matt, bless his heart, cut his finger on my like food processor, you just finish your drink. And so me and Media Meltdown are not like, you know, responsible for like, you know, but drink responsibly, but we will be showing you all soon how to make a drink. Yes, I can't wait. But anyway, I'm going to be showing you all how to make migas, and then we're going to have Tanisha, Peachy Queen, show you all how to make those biscuits. And so that's how we're going right now. Okay, yeah. And so she's going to give me the floor. We have this biscuit stuff set up. So you all, I was going to have more stuff set up, I think, beforehand. Like I was going to, you know how you have like those baking shows and then they're like, oh, you know, we're doing all this stuff. But guess what? I have it all prepared. It's been a rough week. I mean, it's been a rough week, I think, in the world. And so I haven't gone as far as I wanted to, but no worries. I'm going to be showing you how to be making this. And so you're like, wait a minute, migas. What are the ingredients that you need for this? I'm just going to be going this through with you all really quickly. Basically, of course, you're going to need corn tortillas, and we're going to be making them from scratch. We're going to need 2 poblano chilies. We're going to need Roma tomatoes. We're going to need cocktail spices, which is turmeric, onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, and we're going to need 6 to 8 eggs. Now, if you want to make the vegan version of this, it's actually really simple. Instead of the eggs, you're going to make silken tofu. And so you're going to cover that with the spices. This can make it really, really eggy. I forgot to mention also, did I mention turmeric? Yeah, turmeric is going to make it eggy. And then so, yeah, that's basically the recipe here. And I already have a batch of the masa going on over here. And so how you make the masa is you basically, you can get this at, I think, most grocery stores, actually, like in my area. But you might, if you're in kind of like a remote area, you might have to go to like a Hispanic grocery store, corn masa flour. And you're going to want to have, 2 cups of corn masa flour. You're going to have a pinch, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and you're going to have 1 1/2 cups of warm water. It doesn't have to be boiling, but you'd like it to be hot, but not so hot that it's going to immediately burn your hands. And one thing that's going to be really helpful is a tortilla press. Now, I think Eddie, I think I asked you to like grab it for me, but like if you could go like snag that for us really quick. A tortilla press, and you're going to also want to have wax paper, just to make sure your tortillas don't stick. And so let me go ahead and take my little ringies off. This is one I got. This brand is probably the best. It's Victoria. It's going to be more expensive, but yeah, I definitely think having a good one is going to be really helpful. So this is the press over here. And so what you're going to do is, you're going to add the 2 cups corn masa, the 1.5 cups of warm water, and then the salt. You're going to knead it all together. Knead. This is already, I was pre-kneading it. So I was trying to make you all like this before, and I was like, I'm running out of time. I need to do my makeup. But yeah, you're going to knead it until it's like one giant ball. And then you're going to shape it into like 12 little balls. Yeah. But to show you all, this is an example of like the little ball here. Right over here. Cute. How cute. I'm like dropping all this stuff. Yeah, it's so lovely. So that is the texture. And now I'm going to go ahead and take this wax paper over here. How are you all doing on this fine Sunday? Please let us know what you all are drinking. I'm going to be showing you all the really cool drink that is also the Valentine's Day kind of like history that we're going to be making soon. And so you all can be drinking that if you're following along. So we're going to have 2 pieces of wax paper. We're going to put this right over here. And now this is really cool. So you just take this and you're just going to, look, squish it like this. Oh, it's so cool. Ah. And then you're going to take it out. And look, oh my god, it's a circle. This is perfect. I've seen people make them other ways. Like if you don't have this, you can roll it out. When I was in Guatemala, the women would just kind of like do this with their hands like this. And I probably should have warmed up this this stove. Yes, thank you, Eddie. Eddie is the person behind this. Everyone say thank you, Eddie. Speaking of behind, we also have Peanut the cat. So if we get any meows, oh, she's actually just chilling over there. Then we'll have like a kitty cam moment. But basically, you want to get this hot. I want to say like medium high, and you're just gonna like cook it for like 30 seconds to 40 seconds on each side. And this batch gives you actually more than I think the 8 tortillas you're gonna need. It makes 12, but depending on the sizing, if you want bigger tortillas or not, it's kind of up to you. But you're gonna want to have at least 8 of these little corn tortillas for the Migas recipe. And so yeah, but let me show you all basically how to make it once this gets hot enough. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and read y'all's comments. Peanut, perfection first time. Thank you so much for subscribing. And Samwall, loving your hairs and dresses. Loving that ring that is the size of Hennessy's whole hand. I want to let you all know, oops, I just burped. I made this dress, and this is one of the first times I think I've made a dress following the directions and everything actually just kind of worked out like the first time. I do have my red dress that I've made that I haven't worn for the show because I love it too much and I'm not going to get like food all over it. And this hair is by Neapolitan. I was like, I want hair that says Hennessy. And that is what it was. I think audio is louder now. We demand kitty cam. The pet cat, the pet tax must be paid. I think Peanut is literally right behind you, Eddie. If you want to quickly snag a kitty cam, she's just chilling. She loves to watch us from her little cat perch. In the meantime, I'm going to have this. I think this is like now hot enough. Ooh, very careful and just, that's how you do it. But while I wait for this to heat up, kitty cam, kitty cam, kitty cam.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, Eddie's got to get it fixed first.
Where is she?
Yeah, where's the cat?
Oh, it's dark and
It's
out
dark?
of focus.
Oh, it's dark and out of focus.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah, look at her. That's a cat. She's like, what? All right. And so once this cooks for about like 30 to 45 seconds, we flip it. And if you want to be like an abuela, you flip it with your hand. Earlier, I actually made these for my enchiladas. I made flour tortillas, and this is from the same book. So again, pay the cover, you get to do an entry for the book. And with these, you can kind of see when they're ready because they get these like lovely, like characteristic, like brown spots over here. A little bit darker if you kind of run them longer, like you do here. But this is also a tamale. I always say tamale. A tortilla. Is it warmer? A tortilla warmer? But you put them in here so that they stay nice and warm for when you're going to like use them later. So yeah. Yes. Wonderful. A cat that loves to perch. Yes. Okay, so yeah. That is going to be our first tortilla. I think that's ready, and you're just going to put it in here. And so I'm going to quickly make some tortillas. Are you all ready to see a drag number? Normally we don't have it this early, but I was going to have like these ready and stuff. And so what I was thinking is I could actually work on, I just need to make a few more of these. And then after that, I'm going to show you all how to make like the drink. But I was thinking, why don't I show you all a brand new drag number I just made. And people told me they love this number. They told me they cried during this number, which made me go, ooh. But this was a number that I haven't made that much digital drag in a while, but I did make this number for a special benefit show. And so I'm going to be showing you all this while I'm going to be making more. This is a special number by me. And if you do like it, feel free to, instead of just tipping me directly, just pay the cover. It's kind of going to go back to me anyway, but I'm going to make sure our performers are paid. So I hope you all enjoy this number.
Go. All
right. I hope you all enjoyed that number. It was for Raza Vitalia's charity. And thank you to everyone who has paid the cover. I am getting really efficient. Look, I'm doing them 2 at a time. These are lovely shaped, and I'm putting them in the tortilla warmer. So what I'm going to be doing after this is I'm going to be showing you all how I make the lovely fresh pressed orange juice or like fresh squeezed, fresh whatever orange juice. That like it's just so nice to have a refreshing orange juice after you're eating migas, because migas has it's like eggy, and then yes, eggy for my eggy, and it's it's like spicy, kind of salty, and then having that orange juice is just absolutely perfect. But I'm like, this is all part of the tradition of the first time I made food for Eddie for Valentine's Day, and so I'm like, why not, give it a little bit of a twist? So we're gonna be adding some elderflower liqueur and some vodka to it. And so let me go ahead and turn this off. These are done. And so you're just gonna want to put your tortillas to the side, keep them nice and warm, but you're gonna be cutting them into pieces in a little bit. Oh, look, everything is coming together. Feeling good about the piecing here. Where should I put this? Oh, how should I put this? I'm just gonna put this over here. Put this away. And so over here, you're gonna be cutting some oranges. And now the best oranges to use are Valencia. They're a little bit smaller. They're really great for, I think, for making orange juice. But navel oranges are also really good. Oh, it's a little bit wet. And so you're gonna use, I don't know if you all have like fancier tools than I do, but this like little squeezer press thingy is just absolutely perfect for me. And so let me go ahead and grab my oranges. I know where they are, so this doesn't count as a drink. So that, I just wanted them out of the way for a bit. Y'all remember the blood orange that I didn't do it for a bake. I actually did do it for a baking show. These are some of the navel oranges, but I actually still have them in my fridge. But oranges last for a while, so that's good. So we have this orange over here. So nice and juicy. Go over here and you're just gonna go and squeeze it like so. Look at all that kind of pulp. And this is great because it catches the pulp for you too. I don't mind pulp myself, so I don't mind like having a little bit of pulp. This looks so much like a grapefruit. Earlier I bought these and I was just like, is this a grapefruit? But no, it's called the Cara Navel Orange I got from Safeway. And I guess it just is a little bit more red, but look at the beautiful color that we have over here with the orange juice. Interestingly enough, when I was doing the Valencia oranges earlier, they have less of a bright color, but like Valencia oranges are just so delicious and sweet. Yeah. How's that look? Yeah, so then basically, look at all that juice that we just got from a little bit. And now you all could go ahead and see me do the rest of these oranges. Or I could let you know I was prepared this time, and we have some orange juice right over here. Hooray! I wish it had a sound effect. We're thinking of getting a soundboard. I just pressed the button. Yay! Okay, so instead of doing all that, I'm going to go ahead, take this, pour it into here. Eddie, if you could hand me the elderflower liqueur and the vodka that I have on the table over here. We're going to have my little cocktail shaker. Thank you so much. Oh my god, are you ready? This is so exciting! I was hoping it'd be blood oranges. I bet the blood oranges would taste really good as well. I should try that. That could be a variation. I am a little bit behind on my blog. You know what? I mean, I knew which cups I wanted to do, but if you just want to do a drink for the hell of it, since I had to go grab these, y'all could do that since we're doing really good right now. So what you're going to want to do, and let me go grab ice too. This is actually really simple. In your little cocktail shaker over here, you pretty much pour. There's not really, ooh, that's so much pulp. There's not really like a specific amount of, I think like orange juice you're supposed to put in. It's really however strong you like it. So I would say for every 1 1/2 shot of, no, for every, it's called like a jigger, the measurer. For every one of those, I would just say 16 ounces if you like it normal, or like 8 ounces if you like it heavy. So we're gonna add, oops, the ice over here. Sorry, I'm just like, okay, there's some fell on the ground. With my grubby little hands. Don't judge. Oh no, more okay, yeah, drink, more falling on the ground. Okay, cool. And yeah, and so over here we have this. I am trying to find actually. Here we go. I thought it was gonna be all the way up there. So here's our little measuring tool. This is gonna melt. Where the ice? I'm searching for the ice so it doesn't melt until you can take another drink. Yay for that if you'd like. So yeah, you're just gonna want. They're dried orange. Yes, blood oranges in the tea. Ooh, okay, we're like almost out of this vodka. But look, we're just gonna do one of this. Or was it 1 1/2? Let's, it doesn't hurt to have more vodka, right? Right, Peachy Queen?
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, exactly.
More vodka better.
Yeah, more vodka the better. Okay, and then this is elderflower liqueur. I just thought it'd be interesting to just add a splash of this. Why not? Maybe just, maybe a little. Yeah, so I got that for like another recipe. But yeah, let's just see how it goes together. Ooh, why do I feel like this is not going to seal? Okay, but you just...
Oh, I can shake it for you.
You want to shake it?
I'm
Okay, alright. Hey! You're a bartender too, right? She does everything. Hey!
There we go.
Oh, okay.
You have shakes.
Alright, here. Let me give this back to you, Eddie.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god, are we gonna have another drag number really soon? We are. So much drag. Alright. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pour us some right here. Yes, look at this. Oh my god, it's like not even coming out easy because there's so much pulp. What? Okay, yeah, I think we got a pulp clog in here because I was just like really rushing, like, come on. Because the pulp has like so much juice, so I was like, I'm not gonna throw it away. So I'm gonna like try my best to get it. Here we go. Yeah, I know there's more in here. Come on. Do you all like pulp or no? Like, let me know. Sound off in the comments. 100. I'm on Bart, but I made it in. Hello, Seashells. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We have a special drawing for tea and a cookbook. So that's going to be for anyone that pays any increment of $5 on the show. Oh my god. I'm like so tired. Hold on. Let me just rearrange it. I think that's most of the juice. Okay. I'm like sweating here. Alright, let's do a cheers moment. Then we're going to go to a drag number. Which one do you want?
Either one.
Okay, here you go. We're going to go do a cheers moment. Alright, cheers!
Hold on, let me get both of you.
Hennessy
there we go.
special screwdriver. Woo!
That's
Dang.
fresh.
I needed that.
That's fresh. Oh, it's good morning.
I could do some more vodka in there, I think. But like it masks it so well. Alright, so we're going to do a quick cleanup session, you all. We're going to have an amazing number from the amazing Pito de Gallo. Would you like to give some context on this number?
Well, I figured since we are making biscuits next, I had a number that was Pito de Gallo showing some biscuits, making some biscuits. So I'm sharing that with you guys. Hope you like it.
Yeah. Oh no! I almost spilled my coffee. But it didn't spill. That's I don't know if y'all want to drink. But I hope y'all enjoy this number. Don't forget to tip your performer and pay the cover. We'll show again for the people that came on late what the drawing is going to be. But I hope you all enjoy. We're going to do a little cleanup session and then we'll be showing y'all how to make biscuits.
Okay, so I'm putting on an apron because I'm going to be playing with flour. Hi, I'm Peachy Queen. I'm back here to show you how to make some of my famous, sometimes infamous, buttermilk biscuits. Alright, so I did a little bit of kitchen magic, came over and got my stuff together because sometimes it takes a bit of time to get together. But kitchen magic. I have a bowl, kind of a medium-sized bowl, and I've already pre-measured my ingredients. I'm doing a double batch because more biscuits is better than less biscuits, of course. So I started with my all-purpose flour. The original recipe says 2 cups. I did 4 cups. And in this bowl, I have some sugar, salt, baking soda, and baking powder. That's all of my leavening ingredients, my sweetness, and my salt, because I am both sweet and salty, and these biscuits are as well. Alright, so we're going to add that into our mixing bowl. I'm going to take my spatula and just mix my dry ingredients together. Easy peasy, right? There we go. And so for the wet ingredients, I have some buttermilk, usually 1 cup per batch. So I have 2 cups of buttermilk, plus a little additional because I'll be brushing it on the top. Then, cold butter that I have cubed by my own hands earlier. So you take your cold butter and you put it into your bowl. And we're going to do a method I call smooshing. So, how you smoosh. You take one of your cubed pieces of butter and you squish it with the tips of your fingers. And then you do that to all the butter. Because what you're wanting to do is, you're wanting to create flaky layers. There are 2 types of biscuits you can make. You can make a mealy biscuit, and you can make a flaky biscuit. So I'm from the South, so we have Bojangles. And Bojangles biscuits are real flaky and really like buttery and like fluffy. And then there's the Popeyes biscuit, which is a mealy biscuit. Also a delicious biscuit, not as good as a flaky biscuit.
We have a question here from Spicy Andraste.
Okay.
Is there any way to replace the buttermilk with some sort of yogurt situation?
I haven't used the yogurt. Yogurt is a little bit too thick. I have a friend who does make hers with Greek yogurt, so that's like more of a 3-ingredient biscuit, but it usually has a leavening agent you're not trying to add additionally. If you're trying to make it healthier, you can use an alternative milk. You can use a nut milk, you can use an oat milk, you can use just about any type of milk as long as the ratio is 1 cup of whatever milk or milk substitute you're using. Since we're doing buttermilk, for that substitution, you would add to your 1 cup about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of apple cider vinegar to make the buttermilk situation.
Oh, real quick, is your stream still going? Mine stopped on mine.
Mine is still going.
Okay. I don't know.
But yeah, I would say for this one, I wouldn't recommend a yogurt, but you can use alternative milks that are healthier if you don't have buttermilk or anything of that sort. So right now, I'm just continuing to smoosh. This is really cathartic if you're having a bad day and you just kind of want to breathe and make some biscuits. It's helpful. And you don't want to over-mix it. You want to make sure you just smoosh the butter until it's just kind of combined into the flour. Because, like I said, we're again making flaky layers. And if you do it too much until it resembles cornmeal, then you're going to get the mealy biscuit. And there's nothing wrong with the mealy biscuit, but that's not what we're going for in this one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my 2 cups of buttermilk. Or substitute, whatever you're using, to the batch. Alright. So then I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to mix this until it's just combined. And you want to make sure that your buttermilk or your milk substitute and your butter or butter substitute are as cold as possible, because that will also that'll create some puff and some rise. If it's too hot when you're mixing everything, then it's going to melt and you're not going to have as fluffy and flaky a biscuit as you prefer. So I'm just mixing until it's just combined because I'm about to put some elbow grease in it while I knead it for shaping. So okay, so I'm going to go over here onto the counter because this is a hot space. It's kind of on the oven, and I don't want to heat up anything. So I'm going to come over to the counter and remove my little items. And then I'm going to put a little additional flour onto the surface. My favorite flour to use is King Arthur flour, just because, not because I'm a sponsor or anything, but because they're employee owned and they care about like Black lives and my life and queer lives. So I really like them. So I try to go with ethical companies. So I'm going to take this shirred mixture. It looks a mess right now, but don't worry, it comes together. It looks all shaggy. It is a true measure of trust the process. So you combine it together till it's just combined, because you don't want to overmix it. I'm just gonna work it with my hands. And some people use tools to cut their butter, and some people use, please don't use a rolling pin on these biscuits. I feel like rolling pins anywhere near biscuits is a little bit blasphemous. Just feel it. Just give it some feel. It kind of squishes the layers that you've been working to create down, and you don't want to kind of make it just one amalgam after you've been working so diligently to be delicate. And also, the pastry cutters overmix the butter into the flour as well. So just your hands are helpful. Or somebody else's hands. Sometimes I get my partner to do this.
What's your partner's name?
My partner's name is Floyd. Floyd helps me grate lots of butter. They help me do a lot of the sous chef things, to do my bakery items. I bake everything myself, but as far as doing the dishes and all the cool stuff, all the service-oriented things, they're a good-ass human. I really enjoy
understanding here.
Yeah. All right, so we have it just combined, and I usually use a metal biscuit cutter, but in my travels, in my showgirl bag, I did not pack it. So today, I'm going to go back to my roots from back home, and I'm going to use a glass. So I got two different sizes. I'm using this size, and I'm using mason jar size. You can use smaller, you can do bigger. Bigger biscuits are going to be sandwich biscuits. Smaller biscuits are going to be snacking biscuits. All biscuits are snacking biscuits, but smaller biscuits especially. All right, so the thickness that I'm looking for the biscuit before I cut it is about this thickness.
Hold on.
Got it. Okay, so you're gonna have a nice fatty biscuit before you cut it because you want a puffy big boy. Technical term, puffy big boy. So I'm gonna cut this, and then you see. Okay, so you'll see if you use a biscuit cutter, it'll cut straight down and it won't press any of the edges. So you see how there's already layers before we even bake it?
Let me get in focus real quick.
There we go, we're getting it in focus.
There we go.
There we go. So there's layers to this before we already bake it. So I'm just going to put it onto my baking sheet. And cut out some more biscuits. I should have probably floured my measuring cup, which I'll do now. Flour in my cutter. Yeah, make sure to flour your cutter. You don't want a shirred mess. You just want nice, clean biscuits. I have already preheated my oven to 450 degrees. I know that's like, whoa, that's hot. But what you want is to have the shock of the oven, the heat from the oven, get the layers to go ahead and start creating and puffing. You don't want to have too low a setting on your oven because it will make your butter melt versus create the flaky, delicious layers. Right now I'm just cutting out some more biscuits. I'm trying to get as many first cuts as possible because the more that you fold and cut, the tougher the dough becomes. So you're not trying to create additional copious amount of gluten. The first, second, and even up to the third cuts are fine. Once you get past that, I'd say just make some more dough if you're looking for more biscuits. So I'm doing my second kind of rollout. And not doing too much, just kind of getting it till it's together. And just doing the same thing. I sometimes sing to myself when I'm in my own kitchen. But in Hennessy's kitchen, I'm a little bit more quiet.
You're allowed to sing. Singing. I'm just kidding. Whatever you want.
You shan't be singing today in Hennessy's kitchen. Sometimes I will make up, like sometimes I'll be like, biscuits, making biscuits, some like little silly things to keep myself preoccupied while I'm doing a task to make it go by faster. Alright, so we got 12 biscuits already cut. I think I'll be able to get the 13th out of it. So a times 1 batch, if you do bigger biscuits, it's going to get you about 6 biscuits. Times 2 batch, which I did, so about 12 biscuits, maybe 13. If you do smaller biscuits, you'll of course get more biscuits. But some of my favorite ways to eat these, by themselves, straight out the oven. With a smear of butter, with some lemon curd, making a biscuit sandwich with gravy. You can make them however. So I'm going to make this final cut biscuit, and then I'm going to put these bad boys in here. So here are my perfect little biscuits. I'm going to put a little bit of the additional buttermilk, kind of brush it on top before I bake it. And I'm going to bake it in the oven for at 450 for 18 to 20 minutes. So, get a little bit of the additional buttermilk to put on there. I'm just going to brush it. Ooh, yum. Hennessy's over there doing a little happy dance about biscuits.
I do love biscuits. I keep track of what places I go to make like good biscuits and like not good biscuits.
Oh man, I haven't found a place in California that I trust their biscuits like I trust back home. Because I'm from North Carolina and we take our biscuits very damn seriously. Okay, into the oven we go. Alright, so I'm going to set a little timer for, I'm going to start with about 18 minutes, and if I need more time, I can add more time. There we go. So I'm going to wash my hands. I put some things together.
So we have Peachy Queen's biscuits just baking away over there. And I'm going to be showing you all how to make the rest of Migas over here. And so a few things you're going to want to need is you're going to want 2 Roma tomatoes. You're going to want to have a yellow onion. And you're going to want to have poblano chilies right over here. And so lucky for me, I have like this chef's knife. So I'm just going to kind of cut like the wind. And you're going to want to separate these things right over here. Ooh. Yeah. And so again, hopefully you all have your corn tortillas that are placed aside. Now, if you're asking if this can be made with like store-bought tortillas, absolutely. This is actually the only way I've made it because I was just so ambitious when I made this for Eddie the first time. I didn't realize how like long it would take because I always underestimate this. being someone with like ADHD. But it's just been so good, so heavenly, that I've never really tried to make it anywhere else. I do buy corn tortillas every once in a while. I buy flour tortillas more, but I just really love the taste of this with the corn tortillas. Sometimes they don't get like as crispy, but it's just like, I don't know, the texture's different. It's like the little love and care that you put in that like makes the big difference. And I'm sure like Peachy Queen will agree with me as well. I'm just gonna get another little container to hold the peppers over here. And so for this, you're gonna want to have a big skillet. The non-stick skillet that I have over here. One second. Yeah, this one over here is actually, this is like just big enough. It could be a little bit bigger. If you want to go like, you know, Chinese like me and have a wok. I don't even own a wok yet. Can you believe that? I know how to use a wok. I have used a wok because, you know, I grew up Chinese. Even though my parents did a pretty crappy job of kind of like bestowing non-toxic aspects of their culture into me and not really teaching me how to cook. But yeah, so you could use a wok for this, or you could just use a big, you know, frying pan, skillet pan, cast iron pan works as well. But the first thing you're going to want to do is actually to cook your onions. And so you're going to want to have, I have adjusted the ingredients from the book a little bit. So I'm using a little bit more onion. I'm going to use half an onion, a yellow onion right over here. And so I'm going to put this. By the way, if you think you don't like cooking because it takes so long, try investing in a really nice chef's knife. It makes a huge difference, I swear. So here is this onion. I'm going to cut half of it. I'm just going to go choo. I hope you all have enjoyed this show so far. I almost forgot, I need to show you all again, like the amazing items that we have to raffle off. And thank you all so much for everyone that has paid the cover. You can always, if you want to increase your chances, the way we're doing it is every $5 that you pay towards the cover is one entry. So if you have paid $25, that's 5 entries. If you have paid 5, that is 1 entry. And so with my gross little onion hands over here, I'm going to show you all the amazing tea that is made by Peachy Queen over here. She gave amazing descriptions, but these are all like love, Valentine's Day themed teas. Let me just read the description. Falling in love with the Assam cardamom, cinnamon, orange peel, orange extract, cardamom powder. We have citrus lavender tea with blood orange, organic lavender, orange extract, raspberry leaf rose. I love that there are ingredients on here. Heart song with jasmine, kaffir, lime leaf, and hibiscus. I actually bought these from Peachy Queen because I'm just so excited. And then the book that I'll be raffling off, it's not going to be this version because this is my version. But this book is just amazing. This is where I get the Migas recipe. It's where I get the tortilla recipe that I'm doing and just all of this good stuff. And so I just love this book so much. It's by Eddie Garza. And it's called Salud Vegan Mexican Cookbook. So all of the recipes are vegan. You can de-veganify them like I have over here. That's pretty easy. So you're going to take your skillet over here and let me just get this trash can away. You're going to get your canola oil and you're going to have like about 1 teaspoon of it on medium over here. So we're going to wait for this to get nice and hot. Okay, let me just double check over here. And then, actually what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to cut the tortillas into inch squares and cook on medium high, then set aside. And so what you're going to want is something like this, which is kitchen shears over here. And you're going to take these lovely tortillas that we've just made, and you're just going to go and you're just going to snip them into like quarters right over here. Has this been used? Okay, whatever, I don't care. So you're just going to cut them into strips like this. And yeah, and then you're going to like fry them nicely. And of course, if you have more, these corn tortillas are like perfect for tacos. I haven't even made tacos with these homemade tortillas yet. I should really try. I have made enchiladas with the flour tortillas. But yeah, absolutely amazing. So you're going to let that oil get nice and hot, and then you're going to do the tortillas, set them aside, then you're going to go ahead and cook the onion. And so this is the base of your lovely masa corny goodness. But yeah, I'm curious, you all, if you have like any favorite breakfast items, or if you all have like I don't know, like favorite Mexican dishes or like off the track. For me, like the cooking that I do is really just inspired by my favorite food, which for the most part is like lots of different foods. But I just really love, like, I think Indian food and Mexican food just has like a special place in my heart. And so I've also made like vegan pozole. I did obviously like the vegan tamales last time in my show. Okay, it needs to be a little bit hotter, but yeah, you're just gonna basically cook these and then let them get nice and hot. They don't have to get super crispy because you're gonna go ahead and just kind of like throw everything together anyway. Yeah, let me know what you all like to make and eat for breakfast. This one is just like, it takes a lot of work, but it's like so worth it in the end. I'm just gonna bump this up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and read y'all's responses. Biscuit Index. A beach show. A beach show. That would be really cool. So I'm letting you all know, as some of you might have known, I started my own brunch show, which is actually an in-person drag event, not really related to this baking show at all, but that is at Nito's Backyard, which is this amazing restaurant. And the next show, I've officially confirmed this with them. We're trying to find basically a good time for it. But it's actually going to be on March 27th, and that's usually when I have this show. So the whole last Sunday of the month thing might move. But what I am doing is I'm continuing the show. And some of you might have known that Media Meltdown is kind of pausing some of their I believe this is now like, I think, public information. Media Meltdown is kind of rolling back some of their programming. Ooh, yes, hear that sizzle. But this show is not going to come to an end. What it's actually going to do is I'm going to move this show, Hennessy's Great Baking Show, over to my channel. And so, as you can see, I've been like posting, I've been like talking to you all, and there's a few people following me on my channel. All I've done on my channel is essentially just play video games and sometimes do makeup. But that's going to come over to my channel. So Franzia and Prawn and I are going to do a little bit of a handoff talk. And so don't worry, the show is going to continue. It will probably no longer be on this channel, and it may not be on the same time, but more or less it's going to be completely the same. And yeah, I guess I'm going to be a Twitch affiliate and stuff. Oh my god, they're cool. So yeah, don't worry, this show is definitely continuing. Oops, I have gotten this paper, this instruction sheet completely wet. Y'all can drink to that if you want. Yeah, cook on medium high, then set aside. I'm going to let this go for a little bit longer. Then we're going to saute the onion. And they say to basically do it in a different container. But I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
I just started.
Eddie, what did you do?
Nothing.
Okay, this is now getting nice and crispy. Ooh. Ooh, yes, that's right. This show is continuing. Thank you all for all of your support. It wouldn't be possible without you all. I don't really make any money from the show, if I'm being completely honest. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I break even, and that's including like the amount I spend for like groceries and stuff. But I just do this now because I love to. I think definitely as my following grows and stuff, this show's gonna continue. I love having like guest hosts on here. I think it's great to continue to have a presence on digital drag and have you all that like might not be able to go to IRL drag things. So we're gonna keep the oil in here, and now we're gonna add the onions. Eddie's favorite food in the world, right, Eddie?
I hate them.
Yeah, he hates them. I think my sister gave him a pair of goggles once because he's like, oh. There's a funny TikTok. If you all check out my TikTok at Hennessy. It's like Hennessy, but Hennessy. There's a video very, very early on, if you scroll to the beginning, which I don't have that many TikToks, so it won't be hard, of my cat, and she's like squinting. She's like, because like there's onions around, and she won't leave. A lot of cats are like this. They're like in pain, but they're like, no, I stay with mommy. And then so Eddie was like, ugh, and Pina was like, oh, I was making something like Migas. And then they wouldn't leave, and so it was funny, and it's actually one of, like, I think Franzia's favorite videos. The Media Meltdown guys now actually have a cat, which is so lovely. But anyway, you're going to cook this for about, like, 3 minutes. Oh, I see the biscuits are going to come out soon, so we're just going to do a quick little pause, and then put the biscuits out. We got 3 minutes there. And then you're going to cook this for 3 to 5 minutes. Then you're going to cook the chilies for 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're going to cook the tomatoes for 1 to 2 minutes. And then you're going to add the eggs on there. I used to make the eggs separate, but I realized that's more important if you're making the tofu. If you're putting eggs, they kind of just like cover the whole thing. And so I'm actually going to get the eggs ready. So yeah, that's completely fine. Let me lower this a little bit and get the eggs. Get the eggs. I fully support onion goggles. Yeah, thank you so much for giving the channel link. I forgot to mention, I also want to have this, and I think I might do this instead of a baking show next month. I want to have a Hennessy's Great Baking Show potluck. Doesn't that sound amazing? So I'd love to have that, and just for us to bring different foods and just have a good time in the park, and have it be really safe and stuff. So let me know what you think of that. I'd love to make that a reality very, very soon. Okay, so we are going to add the chilies for 3 minutes. Woo! And that's done in about 30 minutes. Look at that. So pretty. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I'm not even really keeping time, I'm just kind of guessing, but yeah, you just, like, the chilies are gonna eventually change colors, and then you're gonna add the Roma tomatoes. Probably should have cut these smaller, but I was just going really fast and heavy. And yeah, the biscuits are done now, so if you want to take these out, let me know if you just want me out of the way, or I'm just gonna back into this little thing right up here, and then you can put them over there.
I'm gonna check it out real quick. Oh yeah, you look nice.
Oh, those are, oh my god.
They smell so good.
Oh, they're so big.
They're so
big.
They're so fluffy.
Oh god. I'm gay for these biscuits.
I'm about to eat one.
I don't know if I'm being too much, but yes, please eat one.
Oh no, I'm extra gay all the time,
Yes.
but
Yes.
also for the biscuit.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like
Yes.
the old lady and take this fresh biscuit.
It is what you
with my
deserve.
hands.
It's
Here we
what
go.
you deserve. Have you all seen that, there was like that story about the little hen making bread, and then they were like, who's gonna help me cut the meat? Not me. Who's gonna help me? Me. Not me. And who's gonna eat the bread? Everyone's like, me. All these like animals, and she was like, no, bitch, it's just me and my chickies that helped me out. I feel that. So I make Eddie help me cook, but then, at first he complains, but then he tries the food and he's like, it's like your whole world opens. Like you just realize these are the possibilities. These are the possibilities. Ooh, I need to do that a little bit better. Okay, so we're gonna let these little bad boys cook for about a minute, and then we're just gonna douse everything in egg. So it's a little bit different than how I usually did it. I'm kind of expediting the process, but I think it's fine. And so I do 6 eggs in here. You can do, actually, wait, do you put the, no, you add the tortillas after, okay. Yeah, I would put 6 eggs, you can put 8 eggs, you can put less eggs, but eggs are kind of the focal point of migas, along with, like the tortilla strips. So, as many eggs as you want. Yeah. Alright. Cook's perks are legit. That's right. And thank you all for watching this and stuff. And so I think what we're gonna do is right when this all comes together, We're gonna try the biscuits together. Peachy Queen's just like, yeah, this is so good. We're gonna try it together, and I'm gonna make Eddie do math. So the cutoff is when I finish this. If you all want to, again, like enter the drawing and stuff. So just to let you all know, and then we're gonna have like, I think Eddie's just gonna write down the name. Like if you pay $25, and he'll like write your name down 5 times. If you paid $5, he'll write your name down 1 time. We're gonna do a random number generator. Everything's fair. And again, if you do want to opt out, just leave a message here if you've already paid. Okay, so we're gonna do 6 eggies. Yeah, 6 eggies. Eddie has a huge family, and this one time I met his uncle from Russia. Whoa, I just realized the relevance of what I just said. I mean, he's just a clergy member, but he was like in town, and he was like, yeah, we call him Eggy. And I was like, and ever since then I've been calling him Eggy. Because what an amazing name. Eggy? Genius. Genius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's right. Okay, so we've got all of these eggs here. And then what you're going to do is you're just gonna kind of like fucking, yes, just like fucking all together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put, I believe, half a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm just going to kind of fucking like, I'm going to take a quick look and read this out for you, but I'm just kind of like going to fuck around with this. So it's going to be half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, we're going to do more than that, and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. So basically just a little of everything. Did I say onion powder? I'm going to put onion powder. Oh, this is, actually, no, this is not. Oh, that's not cumin. That's garam masala, which is also good, but we wanted cumin. So, okay. Do some ground cumin here. Ground cumin. And then we're going to do some garlic powder here. Whoa! Good thing that didn't all go in. Whoa! Yeah, it's a lot of garlic powder. That's 1 teaspoon right here. Oh my god. Go back in. Go back. Oh,
you can't have too much garlic. You'll be alright. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Wow, look what happened! Y'all need to finish your drinks. Because this just happened. I'm going to turn this into like a highlight later.
Let me zoom
this just happened. Yes. I got this online. It was a really good deal. I can fix it. Yeah, so that's what happens when you're not careful. The cooking stirring noises are giving you life. Yes, you just fuck around with this a little bit. Did I forget any other spices? This is also your chance to experiment. You are supposed to have onion powder, so literally, I'm just gonna. Don't be like me. I'm just gonna take this. And I'm just gonna. Yeah, it's not sanitary, but just do that. You know what would be good in this? Soy sauce. Soy sauce would be so good in this. Yes, look at this. Eggy goodness. Eggy goodness. Yes. Okay. I'm wondering if I should bump this up.
Yeah.
Bump it up? Yeah, she says bump it up. I meant volume, not like, flavor. But, speaking of bumping up the flavor, I'm going to add some paprika, because why not? I've also put serrano peppers in this before. I love serrano peppers. I put them in everything. I don't really fuck with jalapeno. I don't know. I just don't really like it that much. But I love serrano peppers. So I put it in there. But I think the last time it's weird. My stomach can handle a lot of spice, but my mouth can't. I will literally get sores in my mouth and I'll hurt a lot. And so I pulled back on the serrano pepper. But it is an option, or jalapeno if y'all want. And now that that's ready, you're going to put your tortillas back in. Oh, yes. And look, everyone. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry, my bad. It's Migas. Yes, Migas. Doesn't Migas means, it means us, right? Like, there was a joke from Atlanta, the TV show, where Migos was, featured. And there was, a Latino guy, and then they were, all hugging him. They're like, hey, we're the Amigos! And then one of the characters who was there, they were doing, a drug trade. He was like, why do I feel like the Mexican guy's gonna die? It was a whole joke where it was just, a feature on Migos. What does Migas mean? I just sprouted out of thin air. I do not know. But we're gonna let this cook. I think it said for another, 10 minutes. But, we probably won't do 10 minutes. Is serrano spicier than jalapeno? Yes. What? Team Jacob. Okay.
It's crumbs or scraps.
All Team Jacob. What does Team Jacob mean? But serrano is spicier than jalapeno. And actually, to plug this book again, because he goes in and he explains, there's so many ingredients here that are like so amazing that he uses, like huitlacoche, which is basically it's corn blight. It's this fungus that grows from corn, and it's like really, it's vegan, but it's like so good and like nutritious and like has this earthy flavor. And so they've been using I believe the Mayans have been using that for like a long time. There's also like cactus that's being used, tomatillos, piloncillo. But he has this chili chart right over here where he tells you, because I've gotten confused. I was like, because like literally all pasilla peppers all pasilla is the dried version poblano peppers, and chipotle is okay. Actually, it doesn't say here.
It's like
but,
dried Anaheim.
Yeah, stuff like that. But it has like ancho, mild, where to find it, Latin market, not how it's best, dried. And then over here it just says jalapeno is medium spice, and serrano is hot. And so this is like a really cool chart, which again, now is your chance, because we're about to finish up, for us to close the drawing. And can't enjoy garlic if a traditional vampire.
Migas means scraps or crumbs, so it's the
Thank you.
leftovers.
Oh, okay, all right. Scraps or crumbs, and let me go ahead and see here. All right, and so everyone, I'm gonna give you a 1 minute countdown. But now is your chance, as this is coming together, for you to again consider paying the cover. Well, it's not your last chance to pay for the cover, but it is your last chance to enter the drawing. So after that, I'm going to give my phone to Eddie, and he's going to do some maths. And yeah, and thank you all so much for watching this. I'm just really happy to have you all here, seeing this delicious meal that I have made for Eddie on Valentine's Day. But right now it's not Valentine's Day. Get what I mean. Okay, so I think that's 1 minute. I'm going to give my phone to Eddie for him to do the drawing. And I think we have no abstentions, so I'm really excited that everyone is a part of the drawing this time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to... my brain processing. Let me dump this, and I want to use it as a container. Okay. Peachy Queen, what did you use? The score is butter. Okay, so this is fine to use as a bowl, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give you a serving in here, and we're gonna have our food again. Oh yes. And I'm gonna just add a little bit more salt and pepper over this. Eddie, no rush on that. We just closed the thingy, so whenever you have a chance to write all the names down or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get a pen and paper.
Yeah, pen and paper. Yes. Okay. All right, now you all know how to make migas. I want to put this recipe, version on my website. I am really behind my website at the moment, but hopefully we'll have it there. Also, for you all that don't know, if you ever want to rewatch these, they always go on my YouTube. I take the copyrighted stuff out, like the intro, outro, of course, and of course also the drag numbers, because I'm trying to get monetized. I'm 1/4 of the way there. I'm so close. Just to let you know, for transparency, that reason. Do you want to get anything for the I have jam and honey. For the biscuits.
Get a little bit of butter.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna try this. Yes.
And put it on a plate, and then kind of do a little bit quick heating. So we can heat it up a little bit, so we can spread it over this.
Oh, how do we heat it?
Just a couple seconds.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a big stick of butter. There we go. Wait. The butter that you used, was that? Oh, that was Land O'Lakes, right? That's actually salted butter.
Oh no, that's for the biscuits.
Oh, okay.
I've
Okay.
already used all the other salted
Okay.
butter.
I think I've had that butter for a while, but we should be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay, 3 seconds maybe?
I would
5.
say like 8.
8 seconds.
So every $5 is 1 entry, right?
Yes. All right, are you all ready? And then let's get our drinks together again. Okay, yes. That's yours.
That's yours.
And then which one do you, or whichever one you
Probably
want.
this one.
Yes, this one and this
Okay.
one. And then, I don't know if you want to pick one for yourself.
I don't like this. Let's touch it. I'm a nerd.
We can be nerds in here. We're a bunch of nerds.
There we go.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get both of you in frame.
Okay, yes. I'm going to get pictures too.
Let me do a couple more seconds. Let's do it like 5 more seconds.
I'm so excited.
Okay, now we will grab a knife. We have some salted butter for the biscuit.
Sorry, excuse me.
Cool. So basically, I'm gonna open this biscuit up.
Whoa.
Hold on, let me get that in frame and nice and focused real quick. Hold on.
You see the seed?
Yeah, there we go.
Yum, so fluffy. And then a little bit of butter in between. They don't even need that much because it has hella butter in it. But why not? Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Let me cut that for myself. And then I'm gonna do that butter thing as well. But maybe less butter. Yes. Yes.
Oh, this one's yours.
Oh no, this one. Is this one mine?
Yeah, this one's yours.
What? Have I been drinking the wrong one the whole time?
That's what we were talking about earlier.
Drink! Cheers! I think I drank all of your.
It's fine.
Thank you all so much for being part of the show. This was so much fun. I'm having a good time eating. I hope you all get to try these recipes as well. Again, you have a link to Tanisha's recipe, and then I should probably put mine as well. Any parting words, my good friend?
No. If you make them, take some pictures. Enjoy. Eat as much as you want, because why not? The world is too short not to eat good stuff.
Woo! All right. Yeah, and we're gonna send you all to the end show. Thank you all so much. I will probably share my social media when the next show or next park thingy will be. But yeah, stay tuned. And next time I see you all, it'll probably be on my personal channel. So, bye. Thank you.